Hey you guys, how y'all doing? This is lesson 1 about dominating your distractions. And a distraction is something that is sent to you to keep you from moving forward in your purpose. And I want to talk with you all about my top 5 things that I did and that I constantly do to dominate my distractions so I can stay focused, okay? The first thing is I make sure that I identify my purpose or my goal that I'm working on. Because how do you know if you're being distracted if you don't know what you're being distracted from? So I clearly identify what I want to focus on and what the goal is. So it don't have to be nothing real big. It could be small things. You can start with dominating your distractions with small things first. So for example, if the goal is to start your business, right? Okay, so then if you know that that's your goal is to start the business, so that is what you do. So when I'm getting ready to start a new goal, I write that goal down and I put it in front of me somewhere where I can see it all the time, and I write a actual confession with it. I say, so for example, if I'm starting a business, it would say, I have an amazingly successful business. And that's the confession that I write once I identify what the goal or focus is. Okay. Number 2, then I identify anything that's a distraction from me reaching that goal. So now this can be kind of tricky because sometimes we don't know things are actually a distraction. So one thing you can do is you can go and actually take a poll of all the things that you have going on in your life, things that you're doing with your time, just in your conversations you're having, and just take a poll of your life, right? And you ask yourself, is this thing pushing me towards my goal or pushing me further away from my goal? And if it's pushing you further away from your goal, then it is indeed a distraction. Okay. And if it's helping you towards your goal, then keep it around. Okay. It's good. Keep it around. All right. Number 3. So first we identified the goal or focus and then wrote a confession with it. And then 2, we identify all of our distractions that in regards to that goal. Number 3, eliminate those distractions, right? So you're going to eliminate those distractions. Now that can be kind of heartbreaking because a lot of times the distractions are people we love and things we like to do, right? So that's where it's going to get kind of tricky and where you have to really, really be focused, right? You got this. Don't worry about it. You got it because you know you want to reach your goal. So keep your goal on the forefront of everything and you can reach it while you eliminate those distractions, right? So then number 4 is actually set out some time to focus on that goal. Focus on that focus area or whatever you have going on. So back to the example, if you want to start a business, set out specific time to focus on your business. When you start out, it can be, okay, I'm going to schedule out 1 hour a day or 2 hours every single day to work on building my business, right? Because if you put dedicated focus on your schedule towards your goal, 1, you're going to achieve your goal so much faster. And 2, you also take away any entryway for distractions to come, because now you know, okay, well, if you're going to do 1 hour a day, you know, from 11 to 12, that's when you're going to work on nothing but your goal and your focus, right? So, or if it's 2 hours, 11 to 1, whatever, however many hours you're going to focus on it, that is that dedicated time where if your distractions are people you love or things you love to do, then you have those 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours or however long to actually focus on your focus without allowing those distractions in your life. Those are your boundaries, right? And then number 5 is boundaries. Boundaries with grace, right? Because you're going to set those boundaries there, but you want to make sure you give yourself the grace, because sometimes it's not easy, but as long as you're making progress forward, you're going to reach your goal. And so with that grace, It allows you to be able to actually go in, and if you slip and get distracted a little, just hop back in there and do better the next time, right? So that's the grace I'm talking about. So the top 5 things is identify your focus or goal. Number 2 is identify any distractions. Number 3, eliminate the distractions. Number 4, set out time and boundaries. And number 5 is give yourself grace. So that is how I dominate my distractions so that I can reach my goals and stay focused. You guys, until next time, I am Tanya Sanders Kelker. I cannot wait to talk with you again.